5 key traits women desire in men: real communication and resourcefulness. These surprising traits are qualities that you likely admire in other men and are characteristics that can enhance your life when you develop them. These are the traits that emotionally healthy, high-value women not only appreciate, but also expect in their partners. Let's start with the first one: communication. It's no secret that women often want to talk things through, but here's the key point: this benefits you just as much as it does her. A man who learns how to express his needs and desires effectively is far more likely to have those needs met. Why? Because, contrary to what many women might assume, men are not mind readers. While women are generally more intuitive and can pick up on subtle cues, yes, we do speak in hints and unspoken signals, it's important to remember that we're not always right. Men and women think differently, and women often mistakenly assume that men will naturally pick up on those subtle signs, just like they do. But that's not how it works. This is why clear, loving, and effective communication is so important. A man who can openly share his needs, desires, and feelings is incredibly attractive. Here's a crucial point: sharing your feelings and needs isn't a sign of weakness or being bitter. In fact, it takes a lot of courage. And when you bottle up your feelings or suppress your needs, it can lead to resentment or, ironically, make you come across as needy or insecure over time. Now, let's move on to the next trait: resourcefulness. There's a big difference between having resources, like money, and being resourceful. Resourcefulness is about the ability to provide for yourself and your loved ones, even when life gets tough. While wealth can often be a sign of resourcefulness, because it usually takes skill, effort, and capability to earn it, it's not the only way to demonstrate it. A man who can put food on the table, no matter the circumstances, shows that he's capable and responsible. But here's the thing: not every man with money is necessarily resourceful. What's even more impressive to women is a man who can prove his ability to handle challenges, no matter what life throws his way. For example, if an unexpected bill comes up that's beyond your budget, instead of panicking or becoming needy, you take charge. Maybe you pick up extra hours at work or find a way to earn some extra money. If you're dating, you might say something like, "I've got an unexpected bill to pay, so I won't be able to see you this weekend, but I'll make it up to you soon." She might be disappointed in the moment, but she'll respect your responsibility and resourcefulness. This kind of behavior shows that you're not dependent or childish in the relationship. Whether you're in a relationship, dating, or just flirting, being resourceful is a trait that women deeply appreciate. It could mean starting a side hustle, finding creative solutions to problems, or simply being able to handle life's unexpected challenges with confidence and capability. These are the qualities that build trust and respect in a relationship. In today's world, the importance of health and fitness has become even more pronounced, especially with the closure of gyms due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Many individuals have had to adapt by seeking alternative workout options, such as utilizing local outdoor facilities like jungle gyms. This shift highlights the value of being resourceful and finding creative solutions to challenges we face. A great example of this is the story of a man who, despite experiencing homelessness, transformed a simple idea into a thriving business called A Got Junk. His journey exemplifies how creativity and resourcefulness can lead to significant success. When it comes to relationships, it's crucial for one partner to understand that they are not solely responsible for the other's well-being, especially during tough times. This doesn't mean they lack support. Rather, it emphasizes the importance of maintaining a balanced dynamic. A partner should be supportive without taking on a parental role, which can lead to an unhealthy relationship dynamic. To foster this resourcefulness, one must also cultivate a quality known as internal strength. While physical strength can be beneficial in extreme situations, such as a hypothetical zombie apocalypse, in our everyday lives, the ability to manage stress and emotional challenges is often more vital. Both partners should strive to handle their own stresses, but if one partner can avoid being a source of additional worry, it allows the other to feel secure and more connected to their feminine side. This connection can enhance the relationship in many ways. Internal strength is that inner drive that compels you to take action, even when it's uncomfortable. As motivational speaker Brian Tracy suggests, it's about knowing when to avoid conflict, such as not engaging with an aggressive individual who is clearly intoxicated. Instead of reacting to emotional triggers, maintaining a calm and composed demeanor requires significant strength. Some may refer to this quality as stoicism, which indeed requires a strong foundation. If you find yourself struggling with mental, physical, or emotional strength, it might be worth checking your hormone levels, particularly testosterone. I will provide a link for you to explore this further. Essentially, a strong man is one who remains resilient in the face of adversity. Women often seek emotional, physical, and mental safety in their partners, especially during uncertain times. They need to feel that they can rely on their partner's strength when challenges arise, just as partners should also be able to lean on each other during difficult moments. It's important to note that we are discussing high-value women, not those who might drain your energy by relying solely on your strength. This leads us to another quality that may surprise many men: vulnerability. While some may mistakenly associate vulnerability with weakness, it can actually be quite appealing to women when expressed appropriately. When a man demonstrates vulnerability alongside strength and resourcefulness, it can be incredibly attractive. This combination shows depth and authenticity, which many women find appealing. Don't believe me? This statistic isn't true for men, it's true for women. One of the things that turns a woman on and prepares her for the wink-wink nudge-nudge moment is watching her husband play with his kids, genuinely enjoying it now. You don't get turned on when she's playing with the kids or attending to their needs. Instead, you appreciate her loving nature. But it doesn't prepare you for physical intimacy. However, it does for women. So this is a form of vulnerability. Here's another example: a strong, tender man holding a baby. He'd be dripping, she'd trip. This shows genuine care. A true life story comes from someone like my ex-husband. He was rough, tough, hard to bluff, and a big, strong contractor. In ways that made him tender, he would tear up if he saw selfless compassion in a movie like Conan the Barbarian star. While his overt masculinity balanced out other aspects, he still had a tender heart. Even though I'm really giving him that nickname, Blinky, because of something moved him, he would blink away emotionally. It wasn't weak, he was beautiful. He got lots of love and affection. Similarly, a man might use seduction skills by making a woman want him physically and sexually, even though we often talk about women being seductresses. We also need our men to seduce us. A man who truly connects with others, even when it's not obvious, can lead to deep attraction. Vulnerability isn't just about being vulnerable, it's about showing emotion in the right way. When you feel awkward, self-conscious, or unsure, asking her how you can please her in bed without getting defensive is a sign of real vulnerability. That's one trait. Then there's another example: a man's seduction skills. Every woman wants a man who can make her melt, desire, and connect physically. However, this isn't just about being attractive, it's about understanding that both sides have value. If you used to be more assertive and lost your strength, it might point to a low testosterone level. To fix this, you need to balance hormones through lifestyle changes and therapy. If you want to know how to return to your masculine identity after exposing yourself in the presence of your wife, watch this video on how to balance emotions and vulnerability. Ultimately, the key is to show vulnerability without losing yourself. Women love vulnerability, and it's a powerful way to connect. A man who can ignite desire in his partner and help her shed her reservations will find that she continually seeks his company. As I have emphasized on numerous occasions, the journey of seduction begins right after her last moment of pleasure. For a woman to be fully prepared for physical intimacy, it is essential that she is not only physically ready but also mentally and emotionally equipped. This preparation often requires your support to achieve the best outcomes. For instance, many of you who have been in long-term relationships may relate to this scenario. If your partner is feeling overwhelmed by a lengthy to-do list that she hasn't managed to tackle, she is unlikely to be in the right mental, emotional, or physical state for intimacy. Helping her reach that state could be the subject of an entirely different discussion. So if you're interested in that topic, feel free to leave a comment. Now, consider the women you might encounter at a bar. You might think, I didn't have to do anything to attract them. They were just ready to engage. However, what you may not realize is that they have already prepared themselves mentally, emotionally, and physically before stepping out. They are often looking for someone who won't deter them, allowing them to feel attracted and excited. In essence, they have primed themselves for connection. These are the qualities that women seek in a high-value man. You could spend endless hours searching for that rare gem, a remarkable woman who meets your criteria, but if she is indeed high value, you will face stiff competition. Therefore, the more of these desirable traits you possess, the greater your chances of winning her over. Reflecting on these traits, you will find that they are qualities you likely admire and respect in yourself. If you can cultivate them, you will not only enhance your appeal to women but also enrich your own life. If you're curious about what other characteristics high-value women look for in men, I encourage you to explore my video series titled What Makes a Real Man to Her. All the traits discussed are attainable for any man and will be beneficial for personal development, regardless of your relationship status. Embracing these qualities will lead to a more fulfilling life, even if you decide to remain single. Additionally, for those of you who may be experiencing a decline in energy, libido, or assertiveness, it's crucial to consider getting your testosterone levels checked. I have a link available that directs you to a site where you can conveniently send in your lab samples from home and receive your results. There are numerous options available to address any issues you may discover, so take action to improve your well-being and, in turn, enhance your connection with her. Thank you for taking the time to read this, and may you be blessed.